Spartans. This video is going to help you learn how to use the patch tool and the snapshot tool in the history palette. So we're going to go to File, Browse, and Bridge. You're going to go to Spring 2015, Worgen, Photo 1, Digital Images, and today we're going to open the Rock Climber. Okay. To begin, we're going to zoom in to this where it says DJ at the bottom left of the picture. In your toolbox, I want you to right-click on the spot healing brush and choose the patch tool. The patch tool works just like the clone stamp in that it's going to cover an area damaged with pixels that are similar in color and texture. But the difference between the patch tool and the clone stamp literally picks up an area and covers it completely. And the patch tool blends it in better. So the patch tool is good for like skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select by clicking and dragging around the letters DJ. And you'll see marching ants, which we know marching ants mean that area is selected. I'm going to put my cursor inside the patch tool, inside the marching ants, drag it to an area similar in color and texture, release my mouse, and bam, that area will be colored. Control D to deselect. Double click your hand tool to zoom out, and you could see that area is patched and it looks better. Now I have these sort of bullet holes on the top right, middle right of my picture. Don't ask me why someone shot up a mountain. I don't know. I'm going to pull out my history palette. If your history palette's not out right now, go to the drop-down menu window and choose history, but mine is out. Remember, the history palette records your actions. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click and drag around some of my bullet holes, drag them to an area similar in color and texture, and release. Now when you start editing, Control D to deselect, when you start editing a picture, you want to make sure that every time after you make your edits, once you are doing something good and it starts looking good, you want to get in the habit of taking what's called a snapshot. The snapshot in your history palette records the current picture that you have. It's kind of a way of saving it while you're working. So let me show you why you want this. Let's say you started playing around and you started playing around with the clone stamp and you said, oh, I want to make another person on my mountain. And you just started playing and you're getting off topic and you're just clicking away, click, 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 click. And then I say, all right, let's get back on target. And you go in your history palette and you try to step back, but oh no, you were unable to go all the way back. What you would do now is click on the snapshot and you can at least get to where you were when you took that first snapshot so that you don't have to start all over again. So the snapshot tool is important. We want to take snapshots often. So again, I want to get rid of these bullet holes. I'm going to try that patch tool one more time by clicking and dragging the marching ants to an area similar in color and texture. Control D to deselect. And you have just used your patch tool and the snapshot tool to repair damaged parts of a photograph.